Get comfortable. Take inventory of your muscles, from your toes to your crown. Find those that are tensing and relax them. Let them go. Yield to gravity and let the cushions take your weight completely. Your breath is not an exchange, it is a cyclical blossoming. Breathe in for a slow count of 5. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for a slow count of 8. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This ratio echoes the golden ratio, 1 to 1.618. You are training your nervous system to align with it. The golden ratio has unique harmonic properties. It's the only ratio whose reciprocal is itself -1, meaning that when you take its reciprocal, 1 divided by phi, and add 1, you get the same value back. Its reciprocal isn't something random. It's almost exactly itself again, just smaller. It returns to itself. This allows it to scale upwards and downwards infinitely. Another way to look at it is phi squared equals phi plus 1. Phi is the only number that, when multiplied by itself, will equal itself plus 1. Simply put, phi can invert itself like a reflection. In for 5, out for 8. Reality is a self-reflective wave system, and phi is the fixed point between self-similarity and self-difference, the pivot point, the optimal balance point between entropy and evolution, between chaos and order, between sameness and difference, between past identity and future growth, the exact moment between entering and exiting, between attracting and repelling. In for 5, out for 8. Before the first atom shook itself awake, before space unfurled and time took its first trembling step, there was this silent proportion. Not a thing, not an idea, but a yearning to be just different enough to grow, and just similar enough to remain itself. The primordial mind of the cosmos whispered, "Let there be more than me, but let what is more still remember me." And so, the ratio of becoming was born, 1 to 1.618. The ratio that loves its parent enough to resemble it, and loves its future enough to surpass it. In for 5, out for 8. Thus, creation began not with a bang, but with a spiral motion, an invitation to unfold inward and outward at once, to coil around a center that never stops revealing itself. The universe did not simply exist, it recurred. Memory and possibility braided hands. Space-time became a river that refused straight lines, preferring instead to touch itself at every turn. The ratio dreamed itself into matter. In for 5, out for 8. The golden ratio's decimal number extends infinitely with no repetition. Thus, it can never be fully known. Like platonic solids, it is an ideal outside our ability to replicate it exactly. Thus, matter, while patterning itself on the ratio, is always only a close approximation of the actual. It's a way to have a small amount of free will in an interconnected, deterministic world. Phi is how the infinite remembers itself through you. You are not separate from this unfolding. You are its temporary voice, a fleeting configuration of the ratio's longing. In for 5, out for 8. Phi orders space and time in a pattern we find beautiful because we are echoes of it. Mirrors, the pine cone, the fingers, galaxies, and art. The splay of leaves and the rhythm of ribs. Sunflowers and black holes. The chambered nautilus. The ratio is the mathematics of rhythmic repetition. This is why you meet the same lessons again and again, but never quite the same. Spirals return, but always higher, wider, wiser. Spirals teach by repetition with altitude. You are orbiting, spiraling, unfolding. Accept recurrence without shame. Each recurrence gives you more leverage. In for 5, out for 8. Practice sacred increments. When expanding your life, ask, what is the smallest step that feels like more than repetition, but less than overwhelm? That step is Phi aligned. Choose one thing you are making. Work, a relationship, a self. Don't build it linearly. Build it like this. Expand, stabilize. Expand, stabilize. Let things grow before you control them. The spiral widens first, organizes later. Move just beyond your edge, not miles past it. Phi is gentle evolution, not self-destruction. Never double, never force. Not everything now, but a little more than enough. In for 5, out for 8. Growth that is 1.3 to 1.7 times last season is stable, elegant, resilient. The universe grew galaxies this way. Trust that you can grow without collapse. Trust that you can change without erasing your past. Trust that time isn't running out, it is recursively opening. Be asymmetrical with intention. Make room for what isn't perfect yet. Create without finishing. The cosmos never completed a circle. It keeps spiraling. It keeps becoming. In for 5, out for 8. The passing of time is the increase of entropy. To balance this chaos, systems progressively order themselves according to Phi. So, Phi rewards architecture, not desire. It is not moral in the human sense, but it generates conditions under which certain virtues thrive. Moderation, balance, sustainable generosity, patience, discipline, responsibility, stewardship. Not because these virtues are good, but because they are survival strategies for complex systems. They are structurally viable. Phi doesn't care if you're kind, but unkind systems tend to unravel. Phi is a geometry of survival that feels like beauty and behaves like wisdom. In for 5, out for 8.